The first Microsoft Surface dock was a real problem child. Uh, Problems from the get-go. People saying there were flickering screens on their Surface devices. It was not delivering enough power to the 15-inch Surface Book. It was disconnecting and reconnecting over and over again. It was just an absolute nightmare. The forums are full of people who are having a very frustrating experience. Microsoft actually had to replace mine with a new one, and even still, I have to keep the PC settings such that the screen won't fall asleep or turn off from idle state. Otherwise that confuses the dock and it goes wonky again. So while plugged in, it has to stay awake and on, and that's kind of taken away the issues even after a full replacement of the device. So hopefully from the new Surface dock we see more power delivery. Hopefully we see a more stable device that actually works. For Surface owners, we don't get Thunderbolt 3, so we rely on this proprietary docking solution. The prior dock had to be updated with a special firmware update software that you have to download and install. And if you have an ARM-powered device, well, it just wouldn't work at all with that. So it was a real problem. This can be nothing but better. So let's see what they've done with the new Surface Dock 2.
The new Surface Dock transforms your Surface into a desktop PC. It's more than just a simple port replicator and brings with it smart enterprise-grade controls.
Cool. Yeah, the prior one didn't have
Starting
that.
with a tour of the device, you'll see.
Oh, it looks like they have the
Surface Dock shares a
USB-C ports on the
consistent
front.
quality look and feel with the previous Surface Dock.
A lot of us don't have USB-C
front,
peripherals to plug in. Most of them are still
USB-C
USB-A.
3.2 ports capable of charging at 15 watts each.
Okay, a little bit of power.
This is perfect for quickly charging phones and tablets or attaching your favorite peripherals.
That's good.
Moving to the back, you'll see two USB-A ports, a 3.5 millimeter headphone and microphone jack, gigabit
So they just
Ethernet,
replaced
and
the
power.
display ports with the
Two
USB-C.
3.2 ports in the back drive external displays. You can use them to drive two 4K displays at 60 Hz.
Okay, that's an
or
improvement.
5K at 30
It used to
Hz.
be 4K 30
Then,
or
on the
1080p
side,
60.
You can attach a Kensington lock. The new Surface Connect cable is 80 centimeters or
All right, a
31.5
longer cable.
inches long,
I'm currently using a
which is
Surface Book
15
2, and
centimeters or
that
6
cable is
inches
just
longer
long
than
enough,
before.
so it's nice to have a little more slack.
The Surface Connect cable uses separate channels for data, display, and power. The new Surface Dock power supply is rated at 199 watts.
Okay, that's more
with
power.
120 watts dedicated to powering
All
your
right,
Surface
that's more
device.
power. 120 watts of power. The
This is
prior
sufficient to
Surface
power
dock was
any
giving
Surface
more
Connect
like
device under the most
80-something
demanding
watts of
workloads.
power, which if you're
Beyond
using
the
like a
updated
15-inch
ports and
Surface
performance
Book
of the
2
new
or
Surface
Surface
Dock,
Book
we
3,
expanded the dock's management
it's just not enough
capabilities
juice to
using
get
Surface
maximum
Enterprise
performance out of it.
Management mode. The same Surface Dock can support different functions depending on which device connects to it. With certificate-based controls, you can individually disable USB data, audio, or Ethernet on the dock from Surface devices.
I wonder if this is
without
just for
required
IT
certificates.
professionals or if
If a
like
managed
anyone
device
can
with the required
get this
certificate
control
connects to the
software here,
Surface
because
Dock, it
if
will
we could get our
unlock
hands on it,
additional
this would be
functionality.
really cool.
And as with SEMM and other Surface devices, these settings can be managed locally or by Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager at scale. It's also easier to keep the new Surface Dock up to
Oh!
date with native support for Windows Update and
Yes!
support for downloadable MSI driver package for offline and automated installation.
Oh,
update
that's
process is
awesome.
fully
It
automated
just
and
updates
only
via Windows
momentarily resets
Update.
the dock.
Oh,
You won't need
you
to restart
guys,
or disconnect
you have no
and reconnect the
idea
Surface device.
how much
Surface
better
Dock works
that
with devices
is.
released in 2017 or later. Check out surface.com for availability and
All
more
right, well, it
information.
looks like they took all the feedback, and believe me, they had plenty of feedback, and they really improved upon the Surface Dock. Hopefully, the updating tool is now like easy to do. You don't have to download some extra software from an IT packet and hope that it works. I really just hope that it works. People had so many problems with this, including myself. that I had to get a replacement unit. So I'm really excited about more power and a lot more flexibility. It looks like the only downside to this is there's so many USB-C ports on this that if a lot of the peripherals you need to plug in are USB-A, which that's the case with me. Like I've got this camera plugged in, I've got the microphone plugged in, I've got a capture device plugged in, all USB-A. And if you don't have that many USB-A ports, you're going to have to dongle on a dock. However, I think that most people will be very happy knowing that this dock can accommodate a lot more connections to it. So I'd say overall, this is a big victory. And having USB-C ports all over it means that you have a lot of room to grow, and it'll last a long, long time. So Surface Connect is likely here to stay because Thunderbolt 3 Microsoft doesn't consider to be safe. It looks like for users of Surface products, we're going to have this Surface Dock, and it looks like this Surface Dock 2 is a huge improvement over the prior one. So overall, I'm really happy with it. I'm likely going to pick one up. And hopefully I'll get better performance out of my Surface Book 2 because I'll be using the new dock. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little rundown. My name's Tsunami. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.